Hi, I am Govert Westerveld and I live since 1969 in Spain. I like that country very much because I see so many things that are different than I have seen in Holland. I am doing a lot on history because it's amazing. The things you can see here, so different. It's so famous. But you have to live here to understand it, and you have to compare. So that's what I'm doing. So that's the reason I'm writing about draughts, alquerque 12, but also about the history of Murcia. And then a small village called Blanca. Of course, the matter of Moriscos is also very interesting for me.
The reason to write 3 volumes about Alquerque 12 was due to the fact that there are researchers who affirm that Alquerque 12 was a very popular game in France. On the other hand, they confirm that Alquerque 12 is a draughts game played in the Roman times. In Volume 1 we have shown that the Alquerque 12 board was not popular in France, but in Spain, while in Volume 2 it becomes clear that the game was also very popular in Portugal and Italy. In the case of Spain we observe that the game was played more in the northern provinces than in the southern ones, which invalidates the general opinion that the game had been brought to Spain by the Arabs. Researchers are always referring to the fact that alquerque was being played throughout Egypt. In this sense we have to take into account that with regards to the alquerque games we have 3-man Morris, 6-man Morris, 9-man Morris, and 12-man Morris. Each game was played in a certain period. Most historians and archaeologists were following Murray, and stated that Alquerque 12 was native to Egypt in the 14th and 13th century BC, because boards had been found carved into the blocks of stone that formed the Luxor temple's roof in Karnak, Egypt. However, Alquerque 12 has nothing to do with this period. At first Friedrich Berger states that the drawings cannot be dated due to Coptic, Christian, crosses. Secondly, the German archaeologist and Egyptologist Rainer Stadelmann came to a similar conclusion with good documentary evidence. Research of the Dutchman Wim van Murik and Dr. Stadelmann clearly proves that the drawing by Parker was not the correct one and was completely different from the drawing shown in Stadelmann's photo. For that reason we can state today that the Karnak temple had nothing to do with Alquerque 12 and draughts. Alquerque 12 in various countries always had to do with Christians and the Church. It was probably played by the Church authorities, European Crusaders, Knight Templars, Knights of the Order of Santiago, and other soldiers. For that reason we hypothesize that the game was an invention of or related to the activities of the Catholic Church not earlier than the 6th century. We have to be careful in considering all Alquerque 12 drawings as board games. There are many vertical drawings of Alquerque 12 that have nothing to do with the board game, since they could have been used for apotropaic and esoteric practices. In this respect one can take into account the Knights Templar and their carvings at the Donjon du Coudray, Chinon, France. I thank Mr. Rob Jansen of Amsterdam for his deep research of Alquerque 12 documents and images for years. Without his collaboration this book could never have been written. I also send words of thanks to Dr. Ulrich Schadler of Switzerland who generously gave me a lot of critical notes. The fact that I did not use them in this book has to do with adverse personal circumstances. I thank Marisa Uberti of Italy for her comments and images. Dr. Franco Bratesi of Italy also gave me a lot of information about Italy. The draughts icon researcher Wim van Murik of Holland kept me posted about his Alquerque 12 researchers. Dr. Jorge Nuno Silva of Portugal was kind to facilitate me several images of Alquerque 12 boards. The anthropologist and archaeologist Luís Lobato de Faria of Portugal has found many Alquerque 12 boards and drawings and kept me posted about them. I thank him very much for his efforts to bring so many boards to light. More people have collaborated on the preparation of this book and it is not possible to mention all of them. Thanks to all of you.